Hey everybody, it's Tim with GymCrafter.com, back at you with another 5-Minute Friday, where we take 5 minutes, we put it on the clock, and we give you one tip that makes your gym a better place. Let's get into it. Well, it's been a minute since I've said that, but I'm bringing it back, or at least I'm trying to. So here we are with 5-Minute Friday, where like I said, we take 5 minutes, we put it on the clock, and we try and give you one tip that'll make your gym a better place to train in, make it more enjoyable, and make you want to use it more often. And today, my tip is actually the clock. So let's take a look at this timer, get 5 minutes on it, and get going. When I first started training in commercial gyms, I constantly used the timer on the wall. I've always worked with coaches, and one of the things that all coaches have in common is they stress the importance of rest periods. They also stress the importance of lifting tempo and a lot of other time-based things and techniques as you're training. So I always use the clock on the wall. Well, when I built my own home gym, I missed the clock. When I looked online at what those wall clocks, those timers cost, I wasn't going to spend $200, $300, $400 on a timer. So what I did was I went to Kohl's, I bought this Armatur watch for like $8, and I wore this for a very, very, very long time. But this had some limitations. So a few years ago, I went on Amazon and I was looking for a timer, and I found this guy. I'm going to put a link in the description below, but this is a pretty popular timer. You can find it all over Amazon. The neat thing, there's a couple neat things about this particular timer, especially for a gym. So number one, let me put this watch down. This timer is magnetic. So this is a big thing for me. It sticks right on anything metal, like your power rack, the legs of your bench, and things like that. So the nice thing for me is when I just want a general timer, this is where it lives. But let's say that I'm doing bench presses with slow eccentrics and I want to do like a 5-second lowering. Well, as you guys know, when you have a lot of weight in your hands, how fast you count has nothing to do with the actual time. So what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll stick it up there where I can see it from the bench, and then I can actually see how long my eccentrics are. Same thing if I want to do slow lowering deadlifts, I'll put it here, or rack pulls. Anything I want to do that's time-based, I can put this right on the rack anywhere I want. One of my favorite things to do is I do a lot of planks, side planks, regular planks. I'll just go ahead and put the time on this, put it on the ground right underneath my face, and then that way I can see exactly how long that plank is lasting for. So that's much better than my wrist, because when I have a barbell in my hands, it's hard to look at my wrist. When I'm doing a plank sometimes, I don't want to flip over my wrist, or if I'm doing a side plank. So this comes in very, very handy for measuring rep time and things like that. Another thing that I use it for is for rest periods. And as I mentioned, every coach that I've ever worked with, one of the few things that they have in common is the importance of rest periods. Now, there's a lot of literature out there on what's the best rest period for hypertrophy, what's the best rest period for endurance, what's the best, and there's lots of information there, and you'll figure that out as you work out of what's best for you and your particular phase of training. But regardless of what your rest periods are, one of the things that's important is sticking to them. And what you find is people who kind of estimate 2 or 3 minute rest periods, or 90-second rest periods, or 60-second rest periods are almost always wrong. So this will help you stay on track. The last reason why I really like this for a home gym is that it's very easy to get distracted when you're in home gym. For me, I find myself returning email on rest periods, doing social media on rest periods, and it's all stuff I shouldn't be doing while I'm training. But if I didn't have this beeper going off after each rest period, I would find myself on Instagram for 15 minutes as a rest period, and it completely screws up my workout and makes it take a lot longer. So by using this to stay on track, it keeps me in the gym, it keeps my mind on the exercises, and it keeps my rest periods where they're supposed to be, where they can be most beneficial. So that's it for today. That's my tip, make your gym better. This is super inexpensive. I did it in 4 minutes. I got a minute left, and that's it for now. So that's a first 5-Minute Friday in quite a while. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I've got a whole bunch more planned. You should see these at least for the next bunch of Fridays in a row until I run out of time or run out of ideas. But until next time, I'm Tim with GymCrafter.